Alright, so I had done a video a couple days ago, and essentially it just turned into a major geek out over this game because I am totally geeking out over this game. But now that I have finished Atomic Heart, everything I said in that other video, I was like, I'm going to scrap that. And I'm going to try to create like a tighter flow, instead of a massive geek out. So I have finished the game now and genuinely loved the game. It does have some things that hold it back. The door puzzles, just feel like there's too many of them. And again, I still feel like you could carve out 30% of the dialogue in this game and it would probably be better for it. I really liked the story. Of course, the ending didn't surprise me. I was a little disappointed, but I wasn't mad because I did have a feeling that that's how it was going to turn out. What are you going to do? The overall experience was good enough for me that I can forgive just how unsatisfying that ending was. P3 here is a fantastic protagonist, and I really enjoyed the time I spent with him. He's very hard-headed. He's no different than any person you've ever argued with on the internet over this political figure, that political figure. It doesn't matter who they pick. They pick their guy. The guy can do no wrong, and you can't have a debate with them over that. You just can't talk him out of it. He's very realistic in that way, right? He's just hard-headed. The combat, especially toward the end, was incredibly satisfying, especially when I finally got my assault rifle. Melee is still floaty, but it's okay. This is almost an 8 out of 10 for me, but again, like the excessive dialogue and how many puzzles you come across that really slow you down, and the lack of, well, I mean, you could explore the open world, but first you have to take down these security hubs to make the robots shut up. And even then, it's only for a limited amount of time. I haven't done that yet, but I probably will be spending time in the Return to Facility 3826 part, so that way I can explore the open world. As you can see, I did buy the season pass for this game, so I've got the first 2 DLCs, and through like 2 more are coming. That's brilliant. I don't know if I'll spend too much time in Game Plus mode. I did try it, and I was like, honestly, I don't know. Maybe I'll just, like, when I want to play the game again, I'll just start a new game fresh, right? I've done that with the likes of Evil Within and Dead Island 1, where I never really fooled with the Game Plus modes, but when I was in the mood to play, I would just hit new game and start over again because I just love the experience that much. For all the weapons that I've accumulated throughout my playthrough, I'm not so attached to them that I don't, that I can't start the game fresh. That doesn't bother me. It's the game itself that I'm more interested in, not so much the weapons that I accumulate along the way. I like the way the story sets itself up to be a cautionary tale about technology, how far is too far, and who should you trust holding the key to it all. And the answer is it usually comes down to no one. Now, of course, there's an underlining here that the best of intentions really were there to help humanity advance through technology. But as we all know, the road to hell is often paved with the best of intentions. And so, too, do you see that on display here in this game in a very real kind of way, in a very scary kind of way. And I think that this game did a fantastic job. I think Mudfish did a great job here. So, yeah, I would love to get this an 8 out of 10, but unfortunately, the excessive dialogue and overdoing it on the puzzles, kind of slowing the player down a little bit. I'm going to say it's a hot 7 out of 10, right? It could almost be an 8 for me. To be fair, Metro Exodus, fluctuates between a 7 and an 8 out of 10 for me, and that's one of my favorite games, right? So yes, I did buy the season pass for this game. I'm looking forward to hopping into Annihilation Instinct, and Trapped in Limbo looks really fruity. But I don't know, I might even be down for that. So anyway, yes, Atomic Heart, 100% done. Really enjoyed myself with it. I will be playing more of this game. Game Plus mode, probably not. Again, some of my favorite games like Evil Within and Dead Island 1, I as much as I played them over and over again, I usually just stayed away from Game Plus mode. It didn't do anything for me. And this is probably going to be another one of those games. So, man, what a fantastic game. Such a shame that it got dragged down the way it did upon release. This game did not deserve some of the criticism that was levied against it. I think people were just being about as stubborn as P3 here, right? They had it in their mind that this game was not a very good game, that it had like sinister agenda behind it, and they couldn't let go of that, right? And some of those people were probably making fun of our boy P3 here for being so stubborn and not seeing things for what they really are, right? Where how ironic. Anyway, that's all I got for now. You all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, or evening, and I will catch you on the flip side. Videos will still drop. I think I have about 4 or 5 more videos that'll keep dropping. You know, just catching some highlights to my end of the journey here.